You're building an app where users can pick their own domain. Maybe a site builder, a portfolio tool, or a SaaS with custom subdomains. You have two choices. Send users off to a registrar and hope they come back, or keep the whole flow inside your product. Platforms like Vercel, Replit, and Netlify chose the second path. They integrated domain search, registration, and DNS management directly, using Name.com as the backend. In this video, you'll learn how to build the same thing in Python. We'll cover 4 endpoints: authentication, domain search, registration, and DNS record creation. No SDK needed, just the request library and HTTP calls. Before writing any code, you need 2 credentials from Name.com, your username and an API token. Grab those now from the account settings page. You should store them as environment variables. Never hard-code credentials in source files. Use a .env file and the python-.env library to load them at runtime. Name.com also provides a separate test environment at api.dev.name.com with different credentials you set up at the following URL. It's recommended to test your code in this Sandbox environment. Accidentally registering a live domain while debugging could be an expensive mistake. Here's the base client class. It loads credentials from environment variables, sets the base URL, and configures basic auth, which is all Name.com requires. No OAuth, no token exchange. Just username and API token in a standard HTTP header, which the request library handles in a single line. You can verify the credentials are working by calling the hello endpoint. You can run this now. Now let's add domain availability search. This is a post to /domains:/search. You send a keyword, and then Name.com returns suggestions across whatever TLDs you filter for, along with pricing. Pricing is important here. The response includes a purchasable flag for availability and a purchase price field in dollars. It also flags premium domains, things like car.com, which can cost orders of magnitude more than standard pricing. Your code needs to handle both cases, or you risk surfacing a $50,000 domain to users expecting normal rates. You'll see only available non-premium results for now. Run a search for awesome startup and see what comes back. Registering a domain is more complex than searching. ICANN requires contact information for 4 roles: registrant, admin, tech, and billing. In most cases, these will be the same person, so you can use a single contact dictionary for all 4. Each contact needs a full name, company, address, phone, and email. You should set the privacy-enabled field to true. This keeps contact details out of public who is lookups. Now wrap the call in a try and accept block that catches HTTP errors and re-raises them with the API's error message. The most likely error is a 409 conflict, meaning the domain was taken between your availability check and your registration attempt. It's a race condition you should handle in your code. Now register awesomestartup.com using the function you created. You should see a similar output than the one shown here if your request was successful. Once a domain is registered, you'll want to point it somewhere. Let's set up a DNS record. First, list the existing records. Name.com creates default NS records on registration. If this is a new domain, there shouldn't be anything other than NS and SOA records. The API does not normally return those records, so the results should be empty. Now you can create an A record pointing the domain to an IP. The host field controls what you're targeting. Passing www targets the www subdomain. You can use www here. TTL is 300 seconds, 5 minutes. That's a sensible default that propagates quickly if you need to update the record later. Run both these functions. First, create the A record, then list all the records again. The same endpoint handles every other record type. A TXT record for domain verification, like Google Search Console or Mailgun, is the exact same call with type set to txt and your verification string in the answer field. CNAME, MX, and A name records all follow the same pattern. Just swap out the value of the type field. Here you can see the txt example. A site like Google requires verification that you do in fact own the domain, and they provide you with a verification value that you need to add as a txt record to your domain. There you have it. That's the full domain lifecycle in under 200 lines. Authenticate, search, register, and configure DNS records. 4 endpoints, standard HTTP, plain JSON. You don't need a heavy SDK or an XML parser. Any language with a decent HTTP library works the same way. The written article linked in the description has equivalent code in PHP, Node.js, and Ruby, alongside everything we covered here. Get your API token from your Name.com account settings, and you can have this running against the test environment in a jiffy.